What's up, everybody? This is Mercury Roberts back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. And last video, we spoke about the Emperor. So now the Fool comes into power with life. And he realizes that he can manifest anything that he wants to, and therefore he becomes the ruler of all things. Okay, he starts to put his energy into the world. This next card here is about the Fool finding belief. Once you have everything, it comes to a point where having everything means nothing unless you have something that you're working towards. And so with this next card, there's still power there, but now the power becomes understanding. Instead of just going forthright, the Emperor was ruled by Aries. And so instead of being forthright and just head first about everything, now we're starting to have understanding about why we are doing what we are doing. And so my next card is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is the religious leader who sits in the monastery, and he has his hands raised for power, and he has his other hand raised pointing towards the universe. And he rules from the universe. So his understanding comes from the universe. In his other hand, he has the scepter of power. And so he rules over the people. He gives order. He gives structure. He gives understanding to others because he has understanding. He sits in between two pillars. The two pillars that he sits in between, once again, are the pillars of duality. But he sits in the center of these two to bring these two together. There is no darkness or light with the Hierophant. The Hierophant understands what is in between to be able to merge these two together as one. And so he gives this understanding to the people who are praising him. These two people right here, as you see, we'll see these two people in a lot of different cards. And they basically stand for the people that you're giving out to. So you literally can see this card come up when you are working with society. Okay, because this card is definitely about society and conforming to society's ways and standards. So sometimes they say the true and proven path is the best path to take sometimes, right? Because sometimes we can be too rebellious. Sometimes we can be too, we can lose people, and there's nothing wrong with being different. And that's the Hierophant reversed, and we will be going into the reversal cards. But as of right now, the Hierophant is looking to understand what he believes and be able to conduct himself in daily society without problems. So this card is definitely about conforming. Okay, and also, furthermore, he has two keys sitting down here on the floor. These two keys that are sitting down here on the floor represent the keys to knowledge. And so the Hierophant has the keys to knowledge. He has the keys to understanding life and what goes on in it. Okay, and that is typically, and I'm a rebel myself. This is something that I actually work on daily because I have different beliefs than other people. And not everybody, because there's group, we all have a soul family that agrees with what you say. And we all are here for that understanding of each other to relate, right? And so in the modem, in the modem of trying to relate, we can clash with different ideas and different understandings, and it causes fights, it causes disorganization, it causes no harmony. And so that's what we need in life, is a lot of harmony. And so he sits in the red robe of passion. Okay, red is the color of passion. So whenever I speak of red robes, or this color red, it's about the passion that a person has. So he asserts his energy into his community, into his society. He has his own structure and his own beliefs and his own ways. And so it is important for all of us to have a belief. Even if you don't have a belief, you have a belief. If you say, I don't believe in anything or anyone, you know what I mean, then obviously you believe in yourself, right? Because if you don't believe in yourself or anyone or anything, well, the saying goes, a man that stands for nothing will fall for anything, and a man that stands for something will not. And you always got to be in life working towards something. You have to have a belief behind what you are doing, because if you don't have belief behind what you are doing, it is going to seem like it is tiresome. You ever go, I said this to a friend the other day actually, you ever go work at a job and the job is awesome, right? And then you get tired of the job. You say, I don't want to work here no more. This job gets on my nerves. But then you forgot you went there because you needed money, right? You needed to make money. And so you forgot the point. You forgot why you started doing what you were doing in the first place, and you got sidetracked. And so the Hierophant is here to give you this structure, to give you this understanding, to say you are working towards a cause. There is a belief higher than yourself. Once you attach yourself to this belief that's higher than yourself, what you do every day seems endless. It seems full of hope. It seems full of opportunity. And so the keys of wisdom that are sitting at the Hierophant's feet are basically saying you have the keys to the door. You just gotta pick the key up and put it in the door and open it. You have to put your understanding and belief in what you want. And so the Hierophant sits in a gray area, okay, and he is the color in the gray area, meaning that he is the light in the darkness. He is the light in the darkness. He gives all light. So this card definitely deals with sitting in a monastery, to say, and he is a religious leader, marriage. Okay, and two people come together in marriage. Doesn't matter what gender you are, basically. It just has two people come together and they can be together in marriage. Also, the Hierophant teaches higher-minded lessons. This card is ruled by Sagittarius, Jupiter, basically. And Sagittarius is about, this is the sign of I believe. Okay, so Sagittarius goes through life literally looking for their beliefs, looking for their understanding. And they tend to sometimes have self-doubt. They deal with self-doubt because they don't believe in, they don't have nothing to believe in. They go through life conquering things, and the Emperor card before, they go through life conquering things, and they have to find some belief in what they are conquering, or they'll just continue to move place to place to place to place, and it'll seem endless. Okay, so this card is definitely about society, Jupiter is definitely very much about society. Sagittarius is about society, knowing people. I know a lot of Sagittariuses that have Jupiter in the 7th house, basically. But Jupiter is the planet of expanding, is the planet of jovialism, is the planet of society, is the planet of kings and rulers, is the planet of, I don't know, it's the planet of so much. But we can get into planets and stuff when we'll not get into astrology. But as of now, this card is ruled by number 5. And the number 5 is about structure, transformation, understanding, higher-minded lessons. Okay, so when you go through a 5 season, you're basically going through a lot of lessons. I think this card definitely would apply to Saturn and Sagittarius type people. When you're going through your Saturn return, I think that the Hierophant would definitely be a significator in your life that you would look at, because he's teaching you higher-minded lessons. When you go through your Saturn return, you're getting these higher-minded lessons that you have to learn to have higher belief, higher structure, higher understanding of life. Okay, this card is definitely about understanding life at its fullest and finding belief in it and not being conformed of the ways of other people. So, personality-wise, the Hierophant is definitely a person who is stuck in their beliefs. They can be very conformed and don't like other people's beliefs. They don't like listening to what other people say. They have a true understanding of themselves. They always are telling people about what they believe. You could see the Hierophant in religious leaders, basically. Religious leaders that speak the truth. They speak what they believe. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, our presidents, just anybody who is in power that speaks what they believe to society. So that will conclude the Hierophant card, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like a reading, please subscribe below, and in the links below, you can go and schedule your reading with me. You can also find me on Facebook.com at MercuryRoberts@Facebook.com. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a very blessed day. And until next time, peace, love, and light.